Okay. Hi, I'm Craig. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that if you clicked on this video, you're interested in learning guitar and you are a basic beginner. So this is my little attempt at a beginner's course. It is called this Basic Beginner's Guitar, a perfect timing, a focused approach. And this is kind of a book one that I've done. This all kind of came about as a result of I taught in local music store, and I guess I still do when things resume after the COVID-19 kind of hit and caused us all to not be able to with the social distancing and everything, not to be around each other as much for a time. Still going on right now, actually, as I record this, early January 2021. And but a while back, we were working our way through a session, and the virus came, and we had to find other ways. Kind of the store was closed for a while. We had to find other ways of finishing up lessons for a session there in the spring, in the fall. And so, not being all that, I always say it, computer savvy. I'm not totally illiterate with computers, but I'm not great at this video stuff and editing them. You'll find very little editing in this. My approach has been to buzz right on through. If I make a mistake, hopefully I'll catch it, can laugh about it. But at any rate, it's worked pretty good, and I eventually came to think that I would do a beginner's book or course of my own, which I did, and that is what this course is. And it ends up being, basically, this is a opportunity to order a book and then go through the book, which would have links in the book once you obtain that, and then there would be links to videos that would correspond to the pages and the lessons. There's also a little bit of extra fluff in there as I get on my rabbit trails, which I inevitably will. The book, so you know what you have. This is kind of like the very ending page. You would learn all the chords, the basic chords. I'll say all the chords that would theoretically involve there are thousands of chords. You could play. I don't know. But you will learn. Think G, C, D, A, B7, D7, G7, C7, E, did I already do that? F, E minor, A minor, D minor, so quite a few. And that gets you to a point where you can play a lot of things. That thing I was playing in the beginning, just a chord strum pattern, just 4 chords. That sounds like 100 different songs, right? G chord, E minor chord, A minor chord, C chord, and a D chord, back to G. Okay, so there's a lot you can do with once you have a good handful of chords under your belt. But this is also, there are a lot of courses, I think, that will just attempt to get you to a point where you can strum and kind of sing along, which is, hey, that's great. But I have noticed that people who play guitar very often learn just to play by ear. And like I said, it's great. I'm more of an ear player than I am a sight reader. I wasn't like a school music teacher or anything like a lot of my friends who teach at the store where I had taught. I'm kind of self-taught a lot by ear, and there's something to be said for that, for sure. But you'll hear a lot of guitar players, and I've been in this boat where you'll say, "Man, I wish I could read music. It would kind of expand what I could do." Kind of like a piano player does. Piano players seem to be more often classically trained, where they go take lessons, learn to read treble clef, bass clef. Guitar players are just kind of, hey, I learned these chords. I can sing a song. Which again, it's both are great. So, but why limit yourself to one? So, my approach has been, even though it'll move a little slower, I think, and I'm not gonna try to, how do you say, sugarcoat it. Some of it's going to be a little slow here and might get a little dry, but the information is here for you to learn to basically read to play, learn to read in order to play songs, and that's a cool thing. So I'll try to flip through these. I'll have this all together if you get this book, but a lot of just written. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm already apologizing for my reading glasses. I have a little trouble with the lighting in this, but so that was a lot of written and reading, and we will eventually get to things like this where you have chord strum patterns, but you also have essentially written notation and a musical notation to where you're learning about key signatures, time signatures, sharps, flats, whole notes, quarter notes, half notes, eighth notes, all that stuff, and you'll learn to play different lines and how things are notated. Is that the right way to say it? Yeah. In written music. But we will also have, there are approximately, so you know what you're getting, 70 plus pages in this thing. And it's actually only goes up into the high 60s in the numbering, but I have a funny system there. There's like a chord strum pattern where I'll periodically break from that to, from the, what I'll call the more dry stuff, the sight reading stuff, and we will learn just chords and memorize and learn to strum. Strumming is seems kind of easy, but it's not as easy as you might think. Again, with my title, this perfect timing, a focused approach, that's just a little sidelight of what I try to emphasize in here, the perfect timing and focused approach, focusing on timing. If you learn, say, a chord strum pattern, and this is one of the more tricky ones, but real common. Okay, you can tell it's not totally steady. It has a cool feel to it. You could count with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. If I was counting in that meter, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I played the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't keep that rhythmic feel going, it becomes not music eventually, right? Pretty quickly, actually. Same thing with a scale. Say we're just playing a G scale. If we had a meter going, a metronome, which is a little click thing, right? 1, 2, 3, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I played it and didn't keep time right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's all falling apart, and it becomes what I like to call not music anymore. So it's such a big deal, but it is just kind of part of it. Like I said, it's just a focus there. I thought it made the name sound nice. Perfect timing, a focused approach. So anyway, what else do I need to go over? To obtain the book, I'm hopefully just going to have a description, or hopefully it's already there while you're watching this video in the description, how to obtain the book. Trying to keep the cost minimal. It's probably there if you're looking at this by now. I don't even know as I'm recording, so I'm doing some of cart before the horse. Yes, cart before the horse kind of things. But anyway, I think the time taken in going a little slower and focusing on reading music, as well as the lessons. I'm trying to think back through. They do kind of emphasize, a little bit of freeness and learning how to play by ear. But I'll be honest, for the most part, it is using the book, and by the end of it, you'll be able to play. I know I flipped these up here, but You know, just old songs that have a fair bit going on there as far as musical notation. And since these aren't bound together, now I've got that all out of order. But anyway, if this seems like something you want to pursue, check out, you know, the instructions, obtain the book, and hopefully we can help you get started. It is a fair bit of information. Oh, it's about 75, I think I said, plus pages. That's more than most beginner's books are, like 40, 50 pages. It's just kind of the way it worked out. It is all kind of, a lot of it's handwritten, so maybe that's just kind of big spacing that made it that way, but kind of, I think it's kind of vision friendly looking at it. But anyway, hopefully we can help you out. Order the book, and within the book there will be links to the video series that you'll be able to access then. So hopefully we'll be able to get you started on the fun journey, adventure of learning to play guitar. Okay, hope to see you.